How you doing? My name's Dave, and this is Kerbal Space Program. Last time we played, started a new game, loaded, bunch of money, bunch of science, kind of cheaty. We did a few upgrades, and then we launched a rocket with a two-man capsule, the Alpha one. What's that? That's like an orbit I need to get to for a contract or something. There's another one. That's pretty neat. So I haven't even landed yet, and we already have a whole bunch of science and a whole bunch of money. I need to upgrade this. That's pretty pricey. What is that? Debris. Let's recover that. We'll get a few more bucks. There we go. So let's see what contracts that we have now. Maybe I won't have to cheat in any more money or science. So an orbital station around Kerbin. VIPs. Suborbital space flight, suborbital space flight, tourist, surface outpost on the moon, and a satellite in a specific orbit of the moon. Let's see, how much is that going to pay me? $125,000. That would give me enough to upgrade my tracking station. I don't know if I have any unmanned probes or anything. How much does this one pay? That's not too bad. I could probably do that. And this one is about like the lunar one. Actually, it's a little bit better. Specific orbit and ground Kerbin. There, let's accept that one. Extract ore. I'm not even to that point. Good grief. I've only had one rocket launch. And let's take that one. What's the orbital station? 5 Kerbals. That's not too bad. Let's take that one too. So let's go back over here. I need to upgrade this before I can unlock any of this. But I think I have enough. I have enough for one of these. So that's the little stuff. That's kind of aircraft stuff. And that's landing stuff. Let's do that one. So that leaves me with 27 science. Oh, that gave me, I got some advances. Well, I could upgrade that now, but then I wouldn't really have enough to build a rocket. Decision. Let's concentrate on our satellite. See if we can get a satellite launched up and around Kerbin real quick. Maybe we can do 2 satellites. So let's build a simple satellite here. Let's see. Which one was it? So I like this probe. The Stay Putnik is just kind of a basic probe. It's a tribute to Sputnik. It's not very good. So this one's a lot better. Yeah, it has torque and stability assist and all that other stuff. So let's build a couple of satellites. What's the contract say? It has an antenna and can generate power. It has a thermometer. This one needs a thermometer and a materials bay. I wonder if we can launch both of those on the same rocket. That'd be cool. Which one first? So, a materials bay. We'll make that one first. Is that it? Isn't that a materials bay? Science Junior? Let's see. Have a materials bay. I think that's the materials bay. Don't need food. Nobody's gonna be on it. That's not the great big one, is it? I don't think I have that one. This has to be it. I'm pretty sure that that's it. So we have that. With an antenna. Did we unlock fairings? I don't know if I have fairings. That shouldn't be too bad. It needs to generate electricity. Let's see. Let me put these together here real quick, and I'll bring you back in when I'm done. Okay, so I got this rocket put together. I have the fairing on it. The first rocket, or the first satellite, it's only one rocket, has a materials bay along with the probe core. I got my antenna, I put some reaction wheels, lots of fuel, and a good engine for out there. Plus I don't have the deployable solar panels, but I have these, so it should be able to handle my power needs. And then with the separator there, I strutted it up a little bit. I don't know if I need to strut it there. I have the fairing. The other satellite doesn't have the materials bay, but it's almost exactly the same. Can I put an antenna? Yeah. I got way kind of overkill on my Delta V, which is good. I over-engineer. I made it for less than the advance for one of the satellite contracts. So I should be able to launch this and get it up there, and as long as I know which satellite goes where, I think I'm ready to go. So I'm calling this rocket the Dual Sat 1, since it has two satellites, and then I can rename the satellites once they get up there. But let's give it a shot, huh? Okay, here we go. In. Lock my SAS. Throttle up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have engine start and lift off. So let's see how this launch goes. Get to it. Just a little bit tilt. Just the teeniest bit to start. I still have to upgrade my tracking station, I think, to get the buttons to kind of put it where I want to put it. So I'm almost 100 meters per second. The thrust weight ratio is like 1.3, which I find is easier for me to control. Hopefully I don't get any flips or loop-de-loos. So I'm up above 100 meters a second, so I'll tilt just a little bit more. There we go. Come on. You're all right. So solid boosters are doing good. We could probably come over just a little bit more. Or not. Come on. Right there. And about ready to drop our solid fuel boosters. Pop those off. Ooh, they smack into each other. And knock it away from the Space Center. Good. And our rocket's on its way. It's the skipper motor. I thought it was the mainsail when I was doing that. Mainsail had a pretty big motor. So we got to get up out of this. This is the thickest part of the atmosphere. It gets a little thinner. Then it's way thin right there. We get up there, we'll be able to kind of turn it how we want. I don't have the most efficient launches. Some people squeeze every little bit that they can out of their Delta V. And oh, cool, the clouds have shadows, I think. That's pretty neat. Okay, I think we're good to start steering. A lot less air. We can start coming over nice and easy. Not an efficient flight profile. Don't go. Stay pointed right. Come on. You're good. Let's see where we're at. Okay. These are my two orbits that I'm going to shoot for. They're both heading the same direction. So that's good. Oh, I didn't put a... I don't know what my apoapsis is going to be on the other screen. I forgot to put my little Kerbal engineered chip on the rocket. Tell me what I got going on. So let's shoot for 80. Get it right there. And see if we can rotate this guy around a little bit. I almost had this set up as like what a lot of people could call a SSTO, single stage to orbit. I had the boosters that I staged. I put the boosters on just to kind of help with the thrust weight ratio getting off the pad. With a bigger motor, I would have needed that, but if you can get into orbit without having a stage, and technically it's an SSTO. It doesn't have to be a space plane. So we're in space now. I'm going to stage and get rid of the fairings. Okay, here we go. Boom! Wow, they just kind of split off like that. So I have my two satellites lined out. And we're doing good on our fuel and our power. And what do we shoot for? 80. So if you have your SAS on, if you tap F, that'll just toggle it. So let's shoot for orbit. Yeah, that's a good engine. They should be able to get to orbit with this motor on its own. I don't know if I lost some. So I think coasting, you lose a lot of speed, but then if you're accelerating and you're burning fuel as you go, I don't know what's the most effective way. Still very excited for the game to come out on Xbox. I'm really curious to see how the console version is going to work. So here we go, we're getting close. That's orbit. Let's see where we're at. Oh, there we go. 131.56. We're going to dip down. Don't want to dip down. Apparently, I wasn't pointed right. There we go. Almost out of fuel, but we're going to use that. I can have debris floating around. Doesn't bother me at all. So, descending node. It'd be nice if you could target this, I guess. Target the orbit. So let's see if we can just, where are we at? Let's point prograde. I need to bring these guys back. I should bring these guys back and get their science. I'm sure that Jeb did some EVAs and got some good science on there. Okay. Let's get our orbit out there. And we're ready to stage. So there we go. We'll just leave that guy floating up there. And should we stage these here? Probably. I used up all the delta V on that other one to get, well, it's just a little bit off. Yeah, I should still probably stage so we can do them one at a time. So let's get rid of that. Let's decouple. And I have to know which satellite is going where. I don't have a station, so I'm not doing that one just yet. 3 million by 2.5. Which one is that? That's the one with just the thermometer. That's this one. That's just the thermometer. So the one we have now is the other one. So can't I rename it? Rename. This one is DualSat 1. Blue. This is just a probe, okay. And then let's go to this other guy, other satellite, and we'll rename him Red. Guess he's the red orbit line. Right? Yeah, he's the first one. It's more orange than red. Okay, he's gonna smack right into that guy, isn't he? He needs his periapsis at 2593. That's point, yeah, reaction wheels. There we go. He's pointing prograde. So let's start that one up. And get our orbit up there. I'm gonna go and try and get this part before I try and adjust my ascending nodes. So if I can get my apoapsis and my periapsis pretty close, then I'll be all right, I think. So let's accelerate time a bit and see what happens. You're blasting away from your butt. Oh yeah, you're way far away. That's the debris. No problem. So let's speed him up. Whoops. That other one is like out past the moon. Minutes to get to my apoapsis, and then that's 3,061,000. Spin around, point right at the prograde, and we'll get a little bit closer. So that's pretty close to how I got them lined up. So a couple more. This is still my apo, which is still kind of high, but that's okay. Can I put a maneuver node? I can. What does it need to be? 3,062,000, more or less. 66. I'm going to stick with that. And then I can fine tune it when I get there. So that's the node. I can't point at the node though. 29 minutes before we get there, huh? Let's speed that up. 3, 2, 1. Slow down. Point right at it. We have a 2-second burn, huh? All kinds of delta V. Go a little bit faster. One. Okay, so where does that put us? Ooh, that gets us like way close. Yeah, 31. So now, though, I can... Kerbin's kind of messing me up. I can put a maneuver there, and I can bring my orbit up to match that one. Right there. And that should take care of my inclination. So we'll speed this one up. I didn't put any food on that other thing. After I put this satellite, I think I'm going to go and get those guys back. There we go. Don't want to accelerate too fast. Yeah, we'll get this satellite in that contract, and then we'll get the guys back. And then that'll probably end the episode. Have it maintain stability. It says I have the I got it. Booyah! Here's our satellite. Lots of fuel. Yeah, I put not too much. So I had to get. What happened to my skybox? Is it there? Yeah, it's there. Just the sun washing out the stars, it looks like. There's Minmus. So let's see. Let's log our temperature. And we can transmit that for half the science. So let's do that. There goes the antenna. And we're transmitting. We got another contract, scientific data from Kerbin. So I didn't have to be landed. I just had to get it back. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope to see you next time. Bye.